Um, so this evening, we are doing something, it's traditionally called dry meat soup. It's an indigenous soup. It's kind of like a stew. This is a variation that's more, I guess, westernized. So thanks to Real Foods, Tim, who is the owner, and he partnered with us and our cultural events planning committee, which is Marilyn is part of, who's on the call right now, as well as Ranju. So we'd like to welcome you on behalf of all of us, and thank you so much for joining. We're going to have Robbie Longclaws, our Ask Auntie, was going to be here tonight, but due to some personal stuff, she could not attend. So she has asked me, although I am a non-Indigenous person, to, I guess, kind of go over the overview and then get cooking with you guys. So to start this off, I'm going to start off with a land acknowledgement. And the purpose of a land acknowledgement is to show recognition and respect for our Indigenous peoples. It is in recognition of their presence both in the past and the present, and recognition and respect are essential elements of establishing healthy and reciprocal relationships. We acknowledge that these lands are Treaty 1 territory located on the homelands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene people, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect the treaties that we have made on these territories. We move forward in collaboration with our Indigenous communities and dedicate ourselves to move forward in partnership in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Thank you for joining. Okay, so as everybody should have got a little bag from Real Foods today that we picked up, and on the inside of that bag should be all of your ingredients. There is wild boar soup, or there is elk, or there was a vegetarian option. I myself have the wild boar soup, so I'll follow along with that. There is a list of ingredients, as well as a message from Real Foods. And on the other side, it says tools for starting the ingredients. So I need a large pot, knife, cutting board, spatula, cooking spoon, a can opener, liquid measuring cup, and 4 cups of water. And then the directions are right here. So I'm going to go through it step by step with you. If you would like to cook along with me right now, that's great. If you are going to be cooking it afterwards, that's okay too. However you'd like to enjoy your meal is up to you. So I have already pre-cut up my meat. I had a cutting board and a knife, and I just kind of cut it up like this. Hopefully I can show everybody. And I added a little bit of water in there. So what I'm going to do next is, if everybody would like a few minutes to cut up their meat, please give me a thumbs up, and then I'll wait and do the next step. If anybody has any questions at any time, please turn on your camera and unmute your microphone, and feel free to ask.
Are we, are we putting all the meat that was given to us?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I did make one earlier, and it's quite a large portion size, but I know that it freezes well, so I even put a container out for myself, because there's a lot. If you want to do half, that's okay. I know it's a lot of meat. I just I put it out on my cutting board, and then I cut it lengthwise, And then I did some that were like right down the middle, so I got littler pieces. It's really up to everybody's preference. I know that they did give a nice portion of the meat. If you have the vegetarian meal and you don't have any meat, I think that there are instructions. Hi, Ranji, did you want to jump in? Sorry.
No, I was just representing the vegetarians basically, because I have that. Yeah.
Megan, you're on mute.
See, I told you guys all these years of me doing this, I'm still muting myself. I was just asking Ranju if for the vegetarian, if there was anything with like oil or to like put it in a pan or in the pot and
You could saute it if you would like.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna do that a little, just because I like my soup a bit sauteed before. But you can just do what it says in the instruction, and it should still be fine. Like, it's literally soup, so it should be good either way. So whatever you prefer. Yeah.
Perfect. I only have the meat one in front of me, so thanks for representing the vegetarian option as well. I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to get their cutting and sauteing started. So I did already put my meat, I have a big wok. So I use that as my pan, but I mean, if you have a large or pot that you'd like to use, that's fine too. But I put a little bit of water in with my meat just so that the juices could come out and it adds flavor to the stew. Probably about a 1/4 cup of water. Are you doing okay there, Louise? Are you waiting for the next step? Okay. Ranju, you're good?
Yep, all good. Just waiting for the oil to heat up, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll give everybody a couple of moments. Some people cut faster than others, so I don't want to rush anybody through the process. So I don't know if anybody wants some back history, I guess, on soups, but I found an article and it said that they're a great way to stay hydrated and full. And they give your immune system a boost, which I could imagine with all the good ingredients that are in there. And they help you stave off a cold and a flu. That's what the article said. And they're great antidotes for times when you're sick, and a tool for most soups that are loaded with disease-fighting nutrients. So it's really a good way to boost the immune system. Just some fun facts, I guess, while we're waiting. Okay. Once you've put your stuff in the pot or in your, I have a wok that I'm using, and I'm really, really sorry. I'm going to try and put my camera over here a little bit more. So I just kind of started it off. I put some water in. It's starting to simmer. I'm going to turn it down. My element only runs on one speed, which is super hot. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my can of tomatoes, and there's Worcestershire sauce that's in the bag as well.